Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name is Erica. I'm very excited today because it is launch day for the May House of the Month blocks. So if you're new to my channel, every month I am releasing a House of the Month block. They come in both cross stitch and in quilt versions. Today I'm going to show you those up close. I will make sure to put a link below this video on where you can get both patterns. You can also visit my store at store.confessionsofahomeschooler.com and just search May House of the Month. They should both pop up for you. All right, let's go ahead and jump right in. Let's take a look at the Quilty version. So here is what the Quilty version looks like for May. I've got this cute white house, which presented a little bit of a problem because if you know me, you know I am always using a white or really low volume background. So to have a white house on there, that meant I had to use kind of a tan background. Let's take a close-up look of the house itself. It's a cute little cottage style house with a window. There's a little heart feature right there on the top of the house. And then of course there is a quilt on the side. I went ahead and did an adorable patchwork tulip. It is so cute. These pieces are a little bit small, but honestly, the assembly is really not very hard at all. I just nested the seams together, so it was very easy. And I would say that it is still a beginner friendly, maybe more like a beginner intermediate pattern, but mainly just because of the small pieces that are involved. But there is nothing tricky on this pattern. There's no applique or anything like that. So it's all straight traditional seaming, just like all of my other blocks. And then of course I've got the May words on the bottom there. I used a variety of fabric for this particular pattern. The white is just my standard white Bella Solid from Moda. That's 9900-97. It's what I use on all of my fabrics. This light purple color right here is from Poppy Cotton, as well as the black rooftop. And then this darker purple that you see is a print from Tilda's new line. It is the My Neighborhood hometown collection, and this is in the lilac colorway. The green is from Cotton and Steel. It is called Garden and Globe, I believe. It's a really nice green. And I also use that green in the flowers as the binding as well. And then the background fabric is from Ruby Star Society. I believe it's called Vessel, and it is kind of blowing out on my camera. Let's see if we can do a close-up so it'll pick up that color better. It's just a light tan, and then it's got these tiny little white kind of accent shapes on it, so just little geometric shapes. I will say that it's a thinner fabric. I don't necessarily recommend it for a full quilt. I think it's more of a muslin, so it's pretty thin. It's also super stretchy, so I did have to make sure to Mary Ellen's Best Press all my fabric before I started because this stuff was really stretchy. So while I'm not sure I loved working with it, I think it did turn out pretty cute. My camera's blowing it out a little bit, but in person you can definitely see the difference between the white house and this tan background. Now, as you might have been able to notice, this is one of the first minis that I actually quilted on my long arm downstairs, and I just did these fun swirl shapes that kind of build on each other. I believe this might be called a clamshell. I know there's another version of clamshell that literally is just like a half a circle and then offset like a half a circle. But when I was taking my free motion quilting class, I think that's also what the teacher called this. If you know exactly what it's called, make sure to leave that in the comments, but I think that's what it's called. Either way, it doesn't matter. I just did that all over. And it was just really fun. I had a lot of fun quilting this. And normally I just do my small projects right here on my Juki, but I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna hook this up to my long arm and just see how it is working on a smaller project. And it actually worked really well. And then the last thing I want to show you for this quilt is this cute little label. I did order these off of Etsy, and I ordered these for some of my knit projects, but these are actually just little faux leather tabs. And this one says Made with Love by Erica. I will try and link that Etsy seller below. And I actually thought it was just kind of a cute little tag for the back of my mini. So here's the Quilty version, so you can kind of see it all at once. And then let's go ahead and take a look at the cross stitch version. So here is what the May house looks like, and as you'll notice, it is pretty similar. I did my best to kind of make these match. I think it turned out really cute, and of course I did the purples on this one as well. It's got some little tulips around on the house, and then some barn doors with a cute little window, and then of course a fun quilt hanging on the side here. And then you'll probably notice that I did use that same Poppy Cotton fabric for my accent on the back. And if you haven't seen these before, I just reuse this little cutting board, my decor board, for each month. So I've got some magnets on there and I've got some washers on the back of here. It's just hot glued together, and then I can just stack that on there, and then I can just reuse this board. I will show the backing. I've done this in all of our previous videos. This number right here on the bottom is the Hobby Lobby number. You can look online to see if they still have them. The last time I checked, they did, but if you can't find this exact one, this board section right here is about 5 by 7. If you finish them like I do, they finish at about 4.5 by 5.5, and so that's just what you're going to be looking for when you're looking for your finishing piece. And then of course, just like my other houses, I stitched them on Witchelt Beautiful Beige 14 count Aida. They're all stitched with DMC floss, which is all mentioned in the pattern. And then I put this cute little 1/4 inch rickrack. This is from Lori Holt. I got mine at Fat Quarter Shop. And then again, that poppy cotton fabric for my backing. And it's just finished on 2 pieces of sticky board, one for the stitching and one for the backing. And then, like I said, just a couple of washers to put them on our display board. So here they are, both of them together. I think they both turned out really, really cute. I'm honestly not sure which one is my favorite this month. I always love the cross stitch because they're just a little bit more detail. But this month, I love that tulip quilt on the side of the little farmhouse. I just think it's absolutely adorable. So these are the May blocks of the month, both the Quilty and Stitchy. I will make sure to put a link, like I said, on where you can get them below. I have had some questions right now. They're only available in PDF. Once all of the houses have been released, I will bundle them together in both PDF, and you will also be able to get it in printed format, so we can mail you a hard copy if you prefer that. So you do have to wait for the houses to get released to get them in paper, but if you want to get them now, they are all available individually in PDF format on my store, which is store.confessionsofahomeschooler.com. All right, that is it for the new May House of the Month block releases. I hope you are enjoying these. I am having so much fun making them. And of course, I love hanging them up in my sewing room every month. So thanks for joining me for today's video. If you liked it, please make sure to thumbs up and subscribe. You can also hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any upcoming fun. Thank you for joining me today, and I will see you next time. Hi, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Erica. I'm really excited today because Okay, so this one was so much fun to make, and I wanted to do a cute little, let's see. These are so hard to hold. They're like an awkward size. So here's the cross stitch version. Thanks, Jax. I always try and show these together, and it's so hard. Okay.